Hello, fellow wannabe showrunners, and welcome to another Wannabe Showrunners, the show where we show you how much we want to be the showrunners. I'm Scott LaFlesh, and I'm here with Ty Skinner.
How's it going, Scott?
Not bad, not bad. I keep forgetting that the camera's not over there. The camera's over there.
I know. It's very distracting. I'm really focusing in, and then I was like, am I staring directly at the camera? Is that creepy? Are my eyes following you at home? I don't have a way out of this.
Yeah. So, anyways, today is our second day of working in the workshop.
We're back in the workshop.
We're back in the workshop. And we don't really have any idea on what we're going to be doing here, except for the fact that we're going to be starting another script.
Yeah, as we always say, the workshop is the place, as we always say these last 2 weeks, the workshop is the place where we're going to put something on the paper, on the page, bring it all the way to completion, at least for a completed Bible script, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that's where we are. We don't know. We last season, of course, in this spot, we did Chalkos. Chalkos is a full script now. There's a couple little tweaks, and there's a couple of tweaks to the Bible. And that's what we did last week. But we're going to start something new this week?
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes. Well, not a new idea. No, not well. We could start a new idea, but okay. My problem with Chalkos, and I'll just come right out and say it. The biggest problem with Chalkos is it's too grandeur of an idea.
Right. Grandiose.
Grandiose. There we go. Grandiose of an idea.
It is. It's never gonna get made.
No, it's not that it'll never get made. It's just we need to prove ourselves before it gets made.
Right.
We need to prove that we can do something else.
Right.
So we need to look at something that's more lower budget and something that would be less risk to take on, and that's something we should be working on for this.
So in other words,
or something that's
Chalkos is like Titan, or no, like Avatar, and it's like, this is our idea, but we'll let for the rest of the industry come up with the tech until we can finally film the first one, and then we'll take another full decade before we do season 2.
It's not that the tech needs to be there. It's just that it's gonna cost a lot of money because of how big it is.
And this is interesting. This is a Monday night exclusive. Scott thinks that we have the tech to breed minotaurs. Live action minotaurs.
No, we have the tech to make minotaurs easily with either Muppetry or face-offness.
Oh, okay.
Or
and Face Off, the movie or the competition show?
Both.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I say we work on something that we've already.
I agree. Something
and
that
try to fix it up, and this is what we're doing for the rest of the season.
Okay.
So it's high picks on what we can possibly choose.
So then, if you have any ideas in the chat, let us know. What's Bad Cop?
What that was. Okay, so Bat Cop.
Oh, choose your own adventure streaming Batman.
Yeah, this would be too much.
Well, obviously that was I knew it wasn't gonna be, but we just finished our Marvel show, so I was like, oh, what was our DC show?
All right.
Okay.
So let that go because you can see some of the ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Some of our pitch sheets. Okay, so what are your thoughts? To me, it comes down to probably Farm League. I would love to work on Foreverist or Gorillas. Those are good. You can see those getting made because they're animated. But if we're talking about showing range, if we're talking to show about the wannabe showrunners, then to me, Farm League or one of those it's live action and it's local instead of huge scale will be the way to go. Farm League is we have a good starting point there. What are your thoughts? What are your initial ones that are definitely it? What are you trying to avoid? Just talk out loud.
Yeah, no. Sorry. How to write a teen drama. That one was a good one.
Okay.
That one
I
was.
think that was a movie, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a movie.
Oh, yeah,
TV show that we're working on. It should, but yeah, it was like.
Yeah. So this is a fourth wall breaking project. Basically, the idea is that it's a washed up child star who had no real idea about how life was. Had run a show
About teen life.
about teen life, and it's really like a broken mirror because he kind of defined that generation of teen life. He's no longer in that. He's out, like he's long out of it, and now he hated doing it, and now is his one chance to come back is to write another version of that, like a reboot. But he never really was a normal teen, and he's watching the behind the scenes antics of the cast to write the script for what's happening in the show. But at the same time, again, broken mirror, they're just reflecting back what culture has shown them, like any teen would, and also they have less than anyone else because they're child stars themselves.
Yeah.
So there is like a deep, like,
yeah, this one's a good one.
Yeah, that one has a lot of layers to it.
This one's good. Which one was? What's the other one that was really? Is it not here? Merriman. Merriman.
Oh, Merriman was one of my options as well.
Or Strawberry Fields Forever.
Strawberry Fields Forever still feels high. We're still living in this high concept thing, but I feel like Strawberry Fields Forever to me it's not the same as Chalcos at all, but it lives in that same neighborhood.
Why? Because it's
sci-fi, and part of the appeal would be in the high-profile casting to play the famous historical figures. I feel like if you had no one's playing them, it wouldn't work as well.
But that's the thing, is it's one-offs, so it's easier to get
Agreed, but
famous people to do it.
Agreed, but if we're talking about something that, again, we're trying to, if we're, like, I'm not saying no, like, we could definitely write that as part of the pitch, but I am saying if we're trying to...
What was this one? I know you really liked this one.
Oh, this was just a sitcom, right? A sitcom set in Niagara Falls. Oh, no, it's not. No. The idea for this was, it was like a happy endings, or like a, what's it called, what's that, like a How I Met Your Mother idea, just one of those, like, hangout sitcoms, but the idea was, it was a group of friends who had split up, and they were all across the world, so they weren't physically interacting, they were almost entire, part of the joke was how connected they were to each other, how much they were streaming their life, that kind of thing. So yeah, I did like this pitch. I think that could...
But no, I don't know.
Okay.
What was this one?
Astronaut at the Apollo.
Oh, it lands on a planet where... No, this is stupid.
Yeah, that was really scraping the... I feel like if we should live somewhere where we at least have some of a start in it. Although it doesn't have to be.
Okay, so it's between. We could do do a fanfic, but I feel like we should stay out
I
of the
definitely
fanfic.
don't think we should be doing a fanfic in the workshop spot. It's a lot of fun. I think that should stay in the fun.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do like Muppets Holy Grail or.
I'd love to, but I don't think that's what this. I think specifically that's not what this space is for.
Yeah, cool.
The Monday night
this space
should be,
is just for creating a pilot.
Yeah.
Or for writing a script.
But I think it is something that, like, to prepare something to submit, right? Like, and of course we could, I'm sure people would take a Muppet submission. A lot of those writing contests we're looking at are on spec, so we could definitely do that. Yeah. I'm talking myself around more to it. But again, I feel like, given that the whole point of our problem with Chalcos is that it's, like, it's big.
What was this one? Oh, this one was good.
Oh yeah, this
one was good too.
Yeah, that was a good one. We didn't even give it a name.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, Motown Gospel.
All right. I think I'm kind of leaning towards either Farm League or Merry Men or I don't know.
Farm League and Merry Men are where my two are, but I feel like we should. If you have a third option too, I think that's fine. Or like if we want to find 4 options, I think that we should go to what I suggested for this spot originally. Is let's just spend an episode on each of them, and then see how it feels. See how it feels. Spend an episode on Merry Men. Spend an episode on Farm League. We could spend an episode on what's it called? Strawberry Fields Forever, if you like.
Okay, so what do you want to start on today?
What do you want? What do you feel like?
So I feel like the options are. I feel like if we were to pick 4 right off the top, it seems like we're leaning towards Foreverest,
Right.
Gorillas,
Mm-hmm.
and the 2 I've already mentioned.
I feel like with them, maybe we want to put 2 more in.
Like what?
I think you said Strawberry Fields Forever. I feel like that
Okay, Strawberry
deserves to
Fields.
go in contention. And if you want one more, I think that would, or we could just stick with those 5.
Okay, I'm kind of feeling Strawberry Fields for today.
Okay.
I don't know why, but because we don't have to play in the Mad Hat rules, we can play around with this a lot more.
Yeah, this was a much stronger idea in your head than it was in mine.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at.
I just think this would be good.
Right. So originally, this was a Mad Hat idea.
Yep.
It was a time loop story, but the protagonist breaks bad with Jason Sudeikis. And the idea is that Jason Sudeikis was sent back in time to stop the assassination of John Lennon. And in the first episode, he tries but fails to save John Lennon. First, he's prevented by traffic. Eventually, he does save him from the assassin, but John dies in increasingly comical and contrived ways. The time traveler keeps on resetting his time machine to go back 24 hours and start again. This exact, this is a Marvel's What If thing, since we wrote that.
Oh, is it?
not John Lennon. It's, there is a Doctor Strange trying to save his love, and it keeps on failing. And then he finds out that her death is a linchpin in the universe, and he can't change it. But that's the only similarity. But just reading that out loud, I was like, oh, we wrote that long before I ever watched that episode
Yeah,
of What.
but that was to play in the rules of this.
Right. So what is this idea in your head then? Because there's not as much here as I thought.
I just thought the idea of a movie or like of a TV show about a guy who's going to try to stop the assassin, just try to. I don't know anymore. No, maybe it's not as good of an idea.
But we could, so we're in this now.
Yeah.
This is where we're settled. Let's push it and see what we can make it of.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really, I like the idea of just somebody going to try to save John Lennon, and it's, he tries to save him, well before, and he, no matter what, he still keeps dying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, a whole, Groundhog Day type thing but...
Here's what I'm
Not
realizing might be the
Groundhog.
problem. John Lennon's family is still alive. They're all still alive. Is it going to be in good taste to show him dying over and over and over again in different ways?
No, but you don't have to
on a
actually
future
kill
show?
him.
Okay. That is what I'm thinking. You almost have to not kill him.
What if it is that it's, the episode is...
Couldn't it be not a Back to the Future? A man in the high castle, where he does it, and then we're in a new history, and then we just kind of have whatever playground we want. It's just an alt history. And we have like our Jason Sudeikis character kind of, he can't get back to the present, so he's kind of...
Because, like, what I, like, I guess... No, the way I was thinking, because like we don't want to we want to get rid of this Breaks Bad aspect to it.
Okay.
I feel, or maybe we keep that in. Maybe though, like, because the other way of doing this is that he like shows up. He's planning the way to stop the assassination, but by doing so, ends up becoming the assassin himself.
Right. Now, I feel like I don't feel like the way you're thinking about this is going to help us, because you're just talking about different, like, 11/22/63 also did this exact plot. Not with John Lennon, but with JFK.
Yeah, no, I don't want to play with this. He ends up
becoming the we have to find a way out of this is the enter premise, but we have to find a tone and talk our way out of that pretty quickly, I think. I think the whole show can't be about him trying to assassinate or save John Lennon. To me, that feels like it's got to be a starting point.
No, it has to be that he goes there to stop it, but during the travel, shit goes wrong. So he's trying at first to like get communication back or something, like get into contact back. Like they had like a whole system of how he was supposed to be able to talk, and like during the time jump, like stuff went wrong.
Right.
And now he's like just stranded. He has not like his stuff is broken. And he has to like start coming up with his own plan.
Right.
He would then slowly like give up on the assassination.
Right.
And like he just becomes like friends, like just was hanging in that group. And it's just a lot of like him going day to day with these different people.
Right.
And then the day of the assassination, he just so happens to come across JFK. Like he just so happens to remember to be there at that time. Or something. I don't know.
I'm with you. I think that the assassination has to happen earlier. The audience isn't going to forget that. And this is a TV show, right? So you're not going to have that in like 2 or 3 episodes. What's the tone of this?
A comedy.
Right, it's wacky.
Yeah.
It's like fully like walk hard.
Yeah. And as I said, I don't think you ever see John Lennon ever.
Okay.
Like we see like video footage. We try to get like archival footage if we can, but maybe not. Like we just go completely no John Lennon.
We really should watch Yesterday. Yesterday plays in the same space of what if the Beatles weren't the Beatles. Right, like alternate history of the Beatles.
Like I'm not. Yeah. It could also be like we could wacky this up. We could go so like into the conspiracy theories type thing.
Yeah.
Of the like Paul McCartney's double actually like the new Paul McCartney actually had issues with John Lennon and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That feels like more where we have to go.
Yeah. I say you dabble into the conspiracy.
Okay. So John Lennon's that to me though seems like John Lennon has become a character. No? Why are we having faking Paul McCartney and not?
No, you dabble into those type of. It doesn't have to be that conspiracy. I'm just saying you dabble into those.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the white lighter conspiracy.
Yeah. That's not so funny though. We want like the backwards messages on Revolution.
Yeah. No, I'm just the white lighter type thing is just because there was only 2 types of lighters in the first place.
I know.
Back then. And 90% were white.
Mm-hmm.
And also because it was clearly...
Look, Jason Sudeikis is the time traveler. A genial time traveler goes back in time to stop the assassination. Spring to catch her the rye. And the experimental music of Yoko Ono. Forever since he's built a time machine and gave it a friend. He's also a huge conspiracy theorist. John Lennon dies at the end. John dies at the end. Sacha Baron Cohen as Freddie Mercury, an agent of the Illuminati. Okay, so we did want to have Sacha Baron Cohen as Freddie Mercury after he got screwed out of that role. Someone as Andy Kaufman. Someone as Elvis. So we were going.
Andy Kaufman is so after this, although.
And Nina Simone. No, we must have looked it up. I'm pretty sure it was even a thing of on SNL.
Because SNL wasn't in 1960. Oh no, because it's when he died.
Exactly.
Damn, I keep forgetting it's not when the Beatles broke up, it's when John Lennon died.
Yeah. So, like, when was IMDb, I guess?
What are you coming to? 1978 on Taxi, but no, it's like when
he was on SNL. Well, he was on SNL a lot. 1975 to 1982.
He was on 6 episodes. But when did John Lennon die? 1980. That's right.
December 8th, 1980.
So this is like Fat Elvis.
He died in 77. This has to be post-death. This is a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, this is conspiracy theory Elvis.
Yeah. Same with, that's why we have Nina Simone, too. It's all the conspiracy theory people.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Right.
And
So
clearly
what's
that's what I had thought back then, too.
Right.
Alright.
So what is the thing?
Yeah, how do you do this tastefully so the Lennon family would sign on to this?
Also, yeah.
That's a key.
Of course that's key.
Because it's not that you want them to sign off on this. You want them to sign off on on archival footage. Because if you can get the archival footage...
I don't think we want archival footage. I think that's a terrible idea.
No, but if we have access to it, it's like a big deal. Like it just is. Whether we use it or not, the fact that you have that type of permission, if we decide we want to use it, there is stuff
for me, like
I'd rather have that. I know. And John Lennon was known for being pretty damn funny.
It's true, but yeah.
Like the Beatles together were known for being pretty funny.
I understand that there's funny archival footage of John Lennon. I feel like it makes it less funny to put the real person in than to put an actor or to put a... And I feel like it makes it feel too real and too like, eh.
Yeah, I know. I guess you're right.
I'm going for the walk hard style.
Yeah. When did the lock in was it Montreal?
Yeah. Sleep in or whatever.
Sleep in.
Bed in.
1969. Okay, wait. Here's the question. When did he... Is it, like... Is he there to stop John Lennon's death? That's the first question. Is that his mission? I feel like no.
Okay, what is his mission then?
What? There was something else that happened that day, wasn't there?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe
Okay,
that.
to me, here's our way in.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theorist professor. He's not really a professor though. He's a whatever. And he's like the full like, oh, whatever. And he's like, this is the day. This is the day that they took control. That whatever, the Illuminati or whatever took control of entertainment, the world, whatever. Fake Paul McCartney, da 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 da. But he doesn't really tell Jason Sudeikis that. He's just like, oh, you've got to go back in time, stop this, and that. So, yeah, that's it. He's conspiracy, but he doesn't really. And then after Jason Sudeikis has gone to the past, we see whatever, oh, Illuminati. You know what I mean? Like, we see that. Jason Sudeikis is in the past. He's there to stop this assassination. He's whatever. And just before he is, Fat Elvis is there. He's like, I need a little more conversation, a little less action, partner. And then he holds whatever Jason Sudeikis at gunpoint. The assassination goes on off screen. Jason Sudeikis is whatever. He has to get back to his time machine. He resets 24 hours, and now he knows to be on the lookout for Elvis. Now it's almost like this. It's almost like this death loop of, oh, there's a mystery. He has his machine. He can go back as many times as he needs, but he has to unravel it. But it's a comedy because it's all surrounded by this kind of stuff. And then we take all the John Lennon stuff off screen for a while because he's trying to, and like right away this conspiracy is sending people to stop him.
An event that happens before the assassination.
Okay.
It has to be an event that isn't related to the assassin. Like, is related, but like was days before or something like that.
Okay.
And he's retrying to do that or something.
Why?
That way we're not showing the assassination. It gets
Okay.
us away from the assassination.
But it doesn't really hold the stakes.
I guess it doesn't, yeah.
You still don't know what's going to happen with that because he can make so many more changes down the time stream. It loses its stakes.
Yeah, no, you're right.
People are just like, why don't he wait to see what happens?
Well, no, that's it. Like, he's got to start, like, he starts early, like, we have to start early enough that it's not just the day of.
Yeah.
It has to be that, like, no. Yeah, it has to be that, but it has to,
What if it's only on a Sunday? What if we put some little rules there? It's like, oh, the time machine's not. It's like, you know how you have to do those FM things and it only goes to the odd numbers?
What if it can only go back, like, that many, like, no, what if it is just, it's not precise?
It's just more done. I think it's like, I feel like it's funnier if you do a rule, but it's more precise.
The rule that I was then thinking is that it has, like, whatever day you can only go backwards in increments of years.
Okay, but that way you do lose the short time loop then.
Hmm?
We do lose that short time loop then. Like, we do lose some of the time travel shenanigans. We don't need them, by the way. We don't need them, but it does. I feel like to up the comedy, he has a more powerful time machine and it doesn't work as well.
What if it is that you have to have something from that period, that day, to, like, kind of sacrifice to the time machine?
Okay, but that makes it easy for him that he's in that time. That's fine.
But he, like,
It means it's why he could lose his trinket to go back to the present. What if it's only on ladies' night? What if it's like, associated with a bar, and it's like only on or only during karaoke? That's what it is, because it's music based. It's only during karaoke, and it's associated with Band on the Run. It's associated with a song that doesn't now come out because John Lennon is saved.
It's not John Lennon's song.
No, I know, but that's the thing, because now he gets back together with Paul McCartney. And so the whatever Wings, I don't know if that time works out on that.
When did Wings come out? When did the Band on the Run come out? I feel like that's after. I mean, before...
73. Go back up in the address bar. '73. Fuck. Wings was really active there in '73, huh?
Okay, but... What about it? What if it's not? What if we back this up?
Mm-hmm.
What if it is not a trying to stop what if it is not trying to stop his death, but trying to stop the band from breaking up?
Okay.
That way we put it a little bit, and he's really like, if I could just get Yoko Ono out of there. And like it is like a whole thing at the beginning of like a thing on Yoko Ono, only to find out that she really didn't have as much. It wasn't her thing. Like the band was like, before Yoko Ono was even there, the band was already having issues.
I like this.
And it's just like a comedy of trying to save the band.
But he doesn't save the band ever? That's kind of sad. I like the Gilligan's Island of it, of like just continually trying. The same thing we'll do every night.
But that, like, this way we...
Yeah.
We don't have
to...
to...
tragic as the assassination.
But no,
we
there
avoid
is...
the Sith.
We can keep going. And he knows that he has, like, a deadline type thing. Because he has till the assassination.
Well, no, because he's not resetting.
Maybe he resets. But I don't know. Do we want to do a reset?
I don't know.
I just don't know how to do the reset proper.
I also don't feel... I feel like if I'm going to write a Beatles project, it's going to take a lot of research. Because people know a lot about the Beatles. Like, there's a lot of stuff out there.
But I don't want to tell the Beatles story. That's the thing. I don't want to tell the Beatles story. I want to tell the story of that time. Of... Like, I want to tell a fun, like, story of a person in the future who goes and meets all these people. But really... Yeah.
Right.
I don't feel like it's as interesting as now that I'm like I just don't feel that.
Hey, there's no stakes in this right now.
I know. We need steaks. We need steaks.
What if we look at
pork chops? We need bacon.
What if we look at a kid in King Arthur's
We need the steaks
court?
so that we can get the bacon and the cheddar.
That's right. What if we look at like a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court as an idea? And that's like it's more of a
Well, I really want this Illuminati thing. I really want to show
really the Illuminati thing.
I really want to show the conspiracy theory type thing to it. So could it be? Oh, how about that's it? What if it is, and like we stick with the Breaking Bad aspect to it? What if it is somebody who comes in from the future, and it is how he's trying to help out the Beatles, and like he discovers, like he's the one who discovered the Beatles. And like it seems like he's all like good and all that, but it is just slowly he's like becoming like manipulative to the like getting other artists and all that type of stuff, and it really is the beginning of like the Illuminati or whatever, that type of thing in music, like that darkness in the music industry. Ooh.
Why is he a time traveler then?
Because he has to know the ins and outs. Like, he knows what's coming up. Like, he's using his knowledge. Like, he thinks he can use his
Wouldn't it
knowledge
be
for
more
good.
Illuminati? Oh, I guess because he's trying to use his knowledge for good.
Yeah. He's trying to use his knowledge for good, and instead gets trapped in with the Illuminati instead. He doesn't create the Illuminati. Like, he just becomes a puppet for the Illuminati.
Okay.
And
This is a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I just can't picture it, but I'm for it. I don't have a problem with it. It's like a...
I want to tell him music.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yeah.
I'm 100% for that.
Okay. What if it's...
And I'm for it for being a time traveler, too.
Oh, what if it's like... You know how there's like the songs like Whiskey in a Jar and that people don't know where it originated from, who wrote it, and all that? What if it is just...
What, it's like Peter Folk. It's like when you hear tell of a folk song, that was written by Peter Folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
But he actually was around in that. Like, he just goes around... And like people don't know where that song comes from, but it just feels like a folk song.
Yeah.
And we give like a history of folk. Oh, I'm actually liking this now. Okay.
But we got to start where we were.
This is no longer called Strawberry Fields
No.
Forever.
It is still called Strawberry Fields. It's called that more now. I think. Because I think we start now on the John Lennon thing. And we do like 5 episodes of Groundhog Day. Like Groundhog Day, people have added that up. The thing is, that guy in Groundhog Day lived to be thousands of years old. Right? Like, I think that's the thing. We do a couple resets, but we imply, like in Good Place, that it's been thousands of resets. And he's been there in it.
But what's his plan?
What?
What's he been doing? Why has he been resetting? What's his objective? What's his goal?
To stop this assassination.
So he's only at that period.
But
he's only we started this off in the 80s. I'm just trying to figure out where we are in in time.
We start this off in the 80s.
Okay.
And right away he's kind of like a hapless guy. He's kind of whatever. And first off, he fails. And then he fails again. And he fails probably a third time, whatever, like, oh, stop. And then by the 4th time, like, he's on his way, or no, he's just depressed, and he's going to do his own thing. And then he's on his way, and, like, a young Prince. I assume Prince was around in 80, right? Yeah, this is like Prince is
I
like,
see the artist Prince, not...
Yeah.
a young Prince.
Yeah, like a young version of Prince.
Yeah.
Is like, hey, whatever, come and party. And then, like, it is, like, he's still... But he's also now... And it's like, as he goes, he's spending more time with these people. And that's the thing, on this reset. So that by, like, the 5th time, like, he puts together a plan. Oh, he puts together an Ocean's 11. He's like, I know how to do this now. I've done through this enough time. And he puts together an Ocean's 11. It's like, Prince is gonna, like, go real small and get into a cab. And then they save... And then it's saved. And then just, like, all of a sudden, it's like Wild Stallions. Like, the world changes drastically. Like, a wave goes through time. And then it becomes more of he has the time machine. He understands it now. And it's more of a... because where's your stakes go after that? I do like the idea... I love this idea of the Good Place, but also I really think of Dusk to Dawn. I like the idea of this setting up a stakes and then not spending the whole season doing it. Like, all of a sudden you're in a different show. You know?
Yeah. But I really.
It's not good.
I really think it needs to be a specific day. For a little bit.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do the reset. But I don't know. I'm liking this.
Forrest Gump. Full Forrest Gump. Throw away the time loop. Throw away John Lennon. Throw away all of it. And just do a Forrest Gump for music. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of like something folk. Whatever you said was.
I said Peter, but it could be anything.
Any name, yeah.
The problem is a lot of folk songs are from older.
No, but like.
Like what folk songs came out in the 60s?
No, it's not just the 60s. It's a Forrest Gump like throughout music.
What is this guy? He's a god. He's literally a
Yeah.
god then. No, I feel like you lose something there.
No,
Don't
he's a
you?
time traveler.
He's still a time traveler. And you just go... But you've really made Tom
No,
Bombadil,
he's going
right?
around. He's going around. Yeah, making Tom. I'm trying to make a character that kind of.
He's not that interesting. You know what I mean? Like, if he's all powerful and he's just going around and seeding songs around, what's his whole... He's like a Superman.
No, he's not. What if it is that, like...
It's not like Quantum Leap, where he's just...
No.
Every week he's going to a different time.
Yeah, what if it is that... No, but what if it is that time doesn't work for him in the same way?
Yeah. Like, I'm with you, but it feels more like,
Like,
again,
we're
like
making
you're
a
creating...
new thing.
But no, not at that... You're just creating like a legendary... You're creating like a god. You're creating like a legendary figure. And that can't be the center of your story. That has to be an Aslan. That has to be like on the periphery of your story. Unless there's something wrong, like unless he has a goal or like, you know,
We give him a goal.
what's his goal? To hop through all this time and drop off these songs.
No. It can't be him who's actually writing the songs. The songs have to be because
Because of time spent with him.
time spent with them, or the inspiration he's provided, or something like that. But no, I am thinking it has to be something that he wrote. Because it has to be something. But again, he has to use it through other artists. Because it has to be.
Yeah, so they played together.
Like, for example, Folklore by Taylor Swift. That, is something that was, very folk-inspired type thing.
Yeah. And Bob Dylan, you could really do that.
Oh, what if that's it? What if it's Satan?
With Satan.
Yeah, because Bob Dylan is known for having... we go back to the peripheral character. Like, a character,
Yeah.
and it is Satan. And, because Bob Dylan is, he says that he sold his soul to the devil. That's why he believes in the devil, is because he's actually seen the devil.
Okay, so it's Jack Black as Billy Folk, the Prince of Hell. And it's kind of like Little Nicky. But, that's the thing. His dad's old man folk. And that's his... He doesn't care about getting the souls. He just wants to jam throughout history.
But it is also how, it is also how the music industry has gone evil.
Yeah.
Because, subliminal messages and, the control on artists and just that type of stuff.
Right.
Okay, and then we have our character. We have our character that's gonna go throughout the ages then.
Right, then that's that's your Antichrist guy. That's your Jack Black, I think. I like the idea of it being Jack Black, because he would do it.
No, but he's the... No. But you have to have your Christ figure. You have to have your good guy
Oh,
That like we have to have our protagonist. Who's the character that we're gonna
I thought that
see this through?
that's why I thought Jack, like, your Antichrist was, and his dad is kind of like the antagonist. It's kind of like a Hades story.
Okay. You want to tell that kind of a story?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But
then you have a character who's immortal.
who's
and has
controlling the
powers.
music industry?
Like, oh, it's
That's what he. This is the growth of him trying to impress his dad, type thing, or
It's the thing that I think it's the thing that you were trying to do with your Bob Dylan or your John Lennon story. He's just trying to rock out, but he doesn't realize that, like, he's leading to these controls and this kind of thing, like, and then when he realizes, I don't know if he's gonna embrace it or if he's gonna rebel against it. I think he's gonna rebel against it.
what if it's not that he like? It's that his dad groomed him to do it this way. Like he doesn't realize what he's doing, and his dad's been kind of giving him the advice.
Yeah,
And when he finally realizes it,
but it is one of those,
he
like,
has to come
he's
to
like,
that like conclusion of, does he go against his dad, or does he?
and it's like going through. It's like evolution of hip hop. Like it's like you know what? You're right. This is a thing. This is a real issue. And he invents punk, and it's like, oh, we're gonna rebel against the machine. But then it really just shows how the machine is fighting back against it too. And then it's like, yeah.
And then death metal.
And then death metal becomes like co-opted as well, and there is that kind of like, it's that struggle. He's the rebellious spirit, and his dad is the
And then pop music.
yeah, which doesn't seem like he would be. He'd probably be
The pop music is like him putting on a suit and tie and becoming an exec and doing it. Like that'd be the like how to make money out of it off this.
Yeah, I don't think. Do you think he invents pop music, or do you think
Yeah.
he's fighting against it?
No, I think he creates. I think what happens is that. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I think what happens is that he starts pop music because punk music becomes too mainstream, and he needs something that can be even more mainstream than punk music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so he creates like the boy band pop.
Right.
Is what I'm thinking of, which is the most evilest of all of it.
That's why I don't think our
It's
protagonist
subliminal
is doing it.
No, but I want him to be evil. I want him to get to a point where he's trying, like,
Well, then
he's still a demon.
What's the story then? What's the stakes if like, isn't it the whole thing of his struggle against his dad? Like,
Yeah, I think it becomes. This would be later on season. Pretty good.
pretty good. We're really struggling with an idea today. We really started talking about something that we've thrown out now. Really,
But this would be later season.
yeah.
Like later seasons, not later that season. Like this would be
Yeah.
like, so think of Breaking Bad. So like at first he would be like trying to with it, like, please his dad. Then there'd be the little hump with his like hiccup with his dad. Then there'd be like the point where he's kind of put in place. Then there's the point where, like, I feel like when pop music comes in, it's no, like, screw this. I'm going after I'm going to take over, like, be better than my dad.
I see. It's like that last season of Angel when they're like, okay, we're gonna run Wolfram and Hart then.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. So we started with an idea. It came from our Mad Hat plot generator once upon a time of a time loop story, but the protagonist breaks bad with Jason Sudeikis, and we started with an idea about a time traveler who was going back in time to stop the assassination of John Lennon and was failing and trying and trying. But Scott wanted to introduce some conspiracy elements, and we were talking about kind of who was around in the music scene at that time, who could make a cameo, and then we started going toward, now we're kind of at a Forrest Gump idea, a character who kind of goes throughout all the history of music, maybe like an Antichrist, like a son of the devil who's trying, like, the idea is that the dad is trying to infiltrate music, but the son realizes and...
What if it's not that he's trying to
rebels?
infiltrate music? What if it is that the dad, like, he's supposed to be Damien. He's supposed to be the second, like, not the second. He's supposed to be the like Satan's coming to Earth and like the Antichrist, like you said, and all that. But he just isn't doing the job. He's too busy into the music. Like, he's that like rebellious teenager who's just kind of hanging out in the music, and he likes music too much, and that's it. And he's just hanging out, but it's like he can't get away from the evil that he is. No?
Yeah, we could do that.
I know I'm throwing more ideas out.
Yeah, and we're coming to the end of the episode, so it's a
awful time to do it.
But no, we're spitballing. I could see that, and he just basically the joke is what a screw up he is. He's like a Gilligan. I do like the idea much better of him being like really like the plot of any Final Fantasy game where you start your...
It's supposed to be more about like the conspiracy theories that are like in
the paradoxes. I think we would just kind of embrace the multiverse and say that he himself comes from a future that doesn't exist anymore, and I don't think he'd be able to get back in time, get back to his current present. We were talking about kind of the fun that comes from seeing a world where John Lennon lives. He also, though, does have that time machine with the constant resets. So I'm thinking we're going to not the Terminator model, but like the Back to the Future model, except for he's not going to start disappearing himself.
No.
Yeah. But I don't even know if that's the idea we're working on.
No.
Now we're kind of doing an alternate. We're talking about an alternate history, like a Forrest Gump idea, where he's going all the way through history.
Yeah, and he gets connected. Like, and that's the thing is, he ends up getting connected with bad people while he's there. The devil's constantly trying. Like, the devil sends him the Illuminati, and that's how the Illuminati gets involved in the music. It's not him.
I just don't think it's as
or maybe
good.
Maybe it is just him slowly breaking bad. He just brings in the people, and it is like I like the whole idea of watching. Maybe we don't realize he is the Antichrist or something. No, I like the idea.
Yeah, no. What is the
He's
story?
just rebellious.
Yeah,
he's just rebellious.
Yeah, I think that's simple enough. He truly cares about music, and he truly cares about the people as well. Again, that's why I keep on throwing out Jack Black. I think he'd play the son of the devil who's trying to go into music. I think that's like the role that's written for him, and I think he has both that wild danger in his eyes, but he also genuinely can play like caring, compassionate about the people he's with.
Then why not And what, his dad is like a senior? Oh yeah, it'd be like what's his
Secession.
name? No, I'm thinking Charles Dance.
Yeah, sure.
Charles Dance would be perfect.
Yeah, and he'd probably do that. He does that kind of thing. He likes that kind of thing. Hey, thanks for the follow.
Charles, thank you very much. Charles Dance would be perfect.
Yeah, I think that would be yeah, exactly. You know who else is
like I picture Satan being like Tywin in that scene where he's skinning the
deer, yeah.
That skinning the deer is the perfect, like that perfect scene of like to explain how like our Satan should be in this.
Yeah, he's just brutal and like efficient. That's the thing. That's the reason I said Logan Roy in Succession, right? Like the idea of like he's losing his grip. He's an older guy, but he's trying to be too controlling.
But I don't want him losing his grip.
No.
That's the thing is I want him to be more like Tywin.
10 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's the thing is he's doing it for his father at first.
Yeah, I think he's fully.
He's trying to impress his dad.
And I think he's gonna get to play that the thing that Jack Black likes to play of brand new. Like, what's his name? Like, from Blast from the Past. Like, he's been in hell the whole time.
Right.
I don't think he even knows music. I think we have a scene where he first hears it. And he's like, maybe that is the thing where he's like, he's been sent to be the Damien.
And that's it. He's trying to because we can do him doing the ska that he's trying to he comes across like a jazz bar or something like that, and he's like trying to do ska with the copying Roogie Glue.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole deal. Right, it's in the 20s probably.
Giddy bop bop.
Well, it's probably or
which
before.
Is around the time. No, but that's the thing, is that's how that was around the time that it started. And it could be because he started doing it, like, it was just him trying to copy the... Because, again, it's supposed to be him slowly creating the stuff in a la Forrest Gump.
Yeah. As Satan. Synop. Format.
No more... None of this is the same now.
I know. We're almost at the end of the episode. Half hour... It's not a movie, is it?
I think it could be a movie.
I think it's a movie.
Especially if we're trying to aim for...
Comedy. The story of how Devil's son...
Billy
Folk. Influenced and
controlled
came to control music. An alternate history a la Forrest Gump. I'll put this on. We're near at the end, but this is our first real typing. Let's put it on Toucan. Son of the devil, sent to Earth to start the apocalypse. But while he is there, he discovers jazz music instead of the Earth. He decides to pursue a career in music. Unhappy, the devil attempts to exert his influence over the Earth by taking control of music industry. When Billy finds out, he becomes rebellious and tries to end his father's influence. But his dad is usually 2 steps ahead. Now, if this is a movie and not a show, we actually have to give it a satisfying ending. Which we don't have. We instead have him becoming more evil than his dad, or like at least trying to outplay it. To me, that is not the third act of a movie. I don't know what we'll do, but it is something to think about if we're going to pursue this farther in the workshop.
Yeah, but we can come up with
Thursday
that.
night, right? And we also have to come up with a new title. Really, this is a whole new... We should... I overwrite...
No, I think this should be a TV show.
I agree. I overwrote Strawberry Fields for Forever, and now I'm worried about it, because we really should have kept that. This is a whole new pitch.
Oh, that's easy to do. Okay, so we do this. We'll just copy. Paste. And then go here, and then go back. All right. So, yeah, I really think that
I think it's a TV show.
I think this should be a TV show because I think it makes you can go ahead and have it go dark in the last season.
And we absolutely. And I want to spend more time. I want to spend. The whole point of this is to spend time with the famous people. If you put it into a movie, you end up rushing your plot. You end up having to do too much with the plot. If the time is the kind of the impressions and the kind of the funniness and that kind of like, I want to spend my time going through it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Well, let's come up with a title. Do we have a title? Is it folk songs, folk music?
Folklore.
Is that not already? People are gonna think that's the Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So
No, I know.
Tales with an I.
Folk songs.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Would it be folk songs?
What?
Oh. Oh, Lord.
So this is the first of the 6 pitches we talked about doing in the workshop before, kind
I'm
of.
feeling a little less about it.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is really. I feel like this is a good candidate for Thursday Night Writers Block, something we can talk about. So if you don't know, every Thursday we open up the floor to any commenters, any fans. I'll put our address here in the. If you have a pitch, did I get that
Yep.
right? If you have a pitch or if you have a writing problem you want to talk about, reach out to us, send it to us there so we can read it beforehand, or just drop into the comments and let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about whatever you're working on. But if
I'm not saying that we'll be able to help you get through it, but we're just an extra pair of eyes.
exactly, we'll kick around the issue.
Yeah.
Just how we did it with this kind of show. And so yeah, but if we don't have anything going on, we'll work on a project like this that we're a little bit stuck on our own.
And that's Thursday at
Thurs-
9:30 Eastern.
Exactly. Saturday at 9:30 Eastern. It's kind of a game night. We do the Mad Hat sometimes where we generate ideas like this one. Other times we just play games.
We don't know what we're doing this Saturday, so tune in to find
So
out.
tune in to find out this Saturday, 9:30 Eastern as well. And next Monday we'll work on
A
other
different
Farm
pitch.
League,
I don't know,
forever,
one of the other
one
six
of our
ones.
historical
The other
pitches.
5.
Well, yeah, one of the other 5 pitches to determine what we're actually going to work on in this place. The same last season we finished this Chalco's pilot. What pilot are we going to work on in this spot this season? Who knows? And I think that's it.
Yeah, I can see why this is too expensive to make also.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to Wannabe Showrunners. We really appreciate it. Hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you on Thursday. From all of us here at Wannabe Showrunners, don't stop writing.